Hi viewers, and it's your favorite girl, KACHI Celestine, and welcome to my story with KACHI, powered by Rhythm Africa. I have an amazing guest today on the show, guys. Amazing Chef Koye. You all know her. She's the one of the best burger seller in Benin City. Not only Benin, I think very soon we'll make it nationwide.
Amen.
How are you doing, Koye?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. I forgot to add, she's a barrister, not just a chef, she's also a barrister. Okay, so Koye, what's your full name?
Okay, so my full name is Wokwe Chiwindogochukwu. Yes, it's a very long, strong name.
You're from where?
I'm from Anambra State.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so how is life with you? How have you been? How is business?
Well, first of all, stuff I say we thank God. And when I say we thank God, I mean genuinely, like, business it's for me particularly, my business journey has been something that I've had to figure out a lot of things as I've gone. So when I say we thank God, I genuinely mean it, because some days we wake up and we're like, I don't want to do this thing, please.
I get.
All the same, I really don't think I would see myself doing any other thing if it wasn't business. Yes, I have a career, I'm a lawyer, but business is where the passion is.
Very interesting. Okay, so tell me, how was your childhood life like? How was it growing up?
Okay, so for me, I would say I had a really interesting childhood. I'm not one of those that will come here now, come and lie and be doing from grass to grey story. I genuinely didn't have such a story. I've come from love. I've come from a family that would say we were well-to-do, pretty much. I'm not a Nepo baby, no plenty privileges, but we're very comfortable. And basically everything I do today stemmed out of the fact that I personally just wanted to. So it's not like, oh, there's this thriving story of, oh, I saw that I must make it in life by the grace of God. But I had a very interesting childhood. I grew up with love. I'm the last out of 4 children. All my siblings basically much older than I am. I think the one before me is about 6 years older than me. So I would say I grew up with a bit of gap from my siblings. So I constantly felt that, oh, I want to grow up, because when you're in the house and then they're all looking at you like you're the small person. I always wanted to wear what my sisters were wearing. I wanted to go where they were
to act
going.
like a big girl fast.
All those, they will not buy you clothes, you're looking at your own. I say, I want that one that I bought for her, but you're not that age, but I want it, right? And I was someone who, I grew up very fast. So even though I was small, I always had that body of someone who was way over my age. So most times I would just be looking at like, but eventually, I think my sisters went to boarding school before I did. I went to boarding school as well. So by the time they were in boarding school, it was just me and my brother, because my brother didn't go to boarding. He was in a day school. So I grew up more around my brother and his friends, because my sisters were always in school.
Is it the only guy?
Yes, I have just one brother. I have 2 sisters. So I basically grew up with him and his friends because he was in day school. So most times I would close school, I would be playing with his friends. So I naturally just grew up around guys. Basically. Almost turned into a tomboy at a point. But
are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, so there was a bit of influence there.
Yes, definitely.
Are you serious?
And I feel like it was something that really it was like a very pivotal point in my relationship with guys today, such that I understood at a very early age that you genuinely can be friends with guys and there's nothing attached. It's not like this age and time where once they see man and woman together,
they've assumed a lot of things is going on.
So I naturally grew up in an environment where it was okay to be free around guys, to be friends with guys, to have conversations, and nobody was thinking, because come on, I was like 9-10 years old, and then you are playing with guys that are like maybe 16, 17. Nobody should be putting 2 and 2 together at that stage, right? So it was just very natural.
Okay, so how was your life in boarding school?
Boarding school, I feel like my boarding school experience was something that, first of all, I will not lie, right? So growing up, I had a bit of anger issues as a child. Maybe stemming from the usual last born anger and all of those things, but at a point, I feel like part of the like what really influenced the decision to also put me in boarding school. Yes, my sisters were in boarding school, but I was a very nasty child.
So they wanted to use that to shape you.
Exactly. I was that little sister that I always used to fight with my sister at home. You will see me and my sister throwing blow like this. You will not even know that we are like she's 6 years older than me.
Than you.
Exactly. Let me not say I did not have respect to, but I was I was not a problem child in Jesus' name, but I was a tough one, right?
Yeah.
So my mom was always, when you go to boarding school, they will make you, they will break you. All this struggle
you know yourself.
Exactly. Well, if I'm being very honest, so an ex, I think I entered boarding school when my sister was in like SS2 already. So
which boarding school?
I went to presentation
Here in Benin.
Yes.
Okay.
So my sister was already in SS2. She was a senior. So basically, there was not really much bullying per se because obviously
she was there to fight for you and everything.
Not really fight for me, Shao, because me and I used to quarter at home. So in our own head, it's like you come and meet me in school.
Yes, I will show you Pepe.
Exactly. I think there was a lot of that. So, but boarding school really shaped me. It taught me so many things. Like I genuinely used to say that God willing, my kids will most likely go to boarding school, but because it's something that it prepares you for so much, even beyond what you can think of at the moment. Going into life, it shapes your mind. You know, just taking a child from 10, 11, 12, throwing them into a space with over 500, 600 different people from different backgrounds, different upbringing. Boarding school is where you see the one that is sports child, the one that does not even raise their finger, or you see the ones that are always active at home. You know, you see the hardworking people, the ones that are in school from scholarship, they come from something, the ones that they haven't forcing to go to school.
Yes.
Everybody is there. And it's almost like we're all just left to figure a lot of things out on our own.
Okay.
Yes, we have guidance of parents, we have porters, we have school mothers and all of those things. But for the fact that a child that young is still left to make certain decisions away from your parents. And I went to the kind of boarding school where phones were not allowed, even down to provisions. A lot of so many things were not allowed. So we really got life tough to an extent, right? So for me, it was something that really, I think that was like a very important foundation in building how independent I am today, because it made me detach from so many things that I had gotten so used to in my childhood.
Like what and what?
You know, for the fact that, see, just the, you know, there are some people that maybe going into the university is their first time away from home. When we enter uni, we see that a lot in people, right? You would always tell the one that this is the first time they're leaving their father's house.
Because of the way they act.
They've been in day school, so by the time we see them in uni, most times they're like, this one does not know about me through the past 6 years. You understand?
Yes.
So it's not really shaggy per se, but you are just much more confident.
Yes.
I can assure you, the hardest times are those first 2-3 times that they will drop you off in JS1. That's where you see all the crying, all the mommy don't go. What? But eventually, you get
used to it.
You start even, you know, like my boarding school experience was so good for me that at a point I literally used to even look forward to going back to school, because school was now that place for me. I had created so many beautiful friendships that even till today people are still in my life, you understand? And I usually say this, that secondary school is basically one of the most important foundations for you, because there you are able to grow and nurture such intentional friendships.
Yes.
It's not like uni or outside in the real world where everybody now is even after, who's this one's father? We were in school with senators' daughters, politicians, and we didn't even know these people, right? It's okay, maybe I've noticed, it's even the son name, you know, the one you hear all the time that you say, this is this person. You were in school with people that, if you know what their father is, sometimes there is even visiting them when you see the convoy.
Yes,
that is coming, they're like, do you understand? So it was like that, right? And we genuinely got to experience each other for who we are. Amazing. Outside our parents, outside external influences and all of those things. You would see some people, you know, there are some people that have this perception that, this one is coming from money, but teacher, you will see some people that, when you know where they are coming from, you will not believe how real they can be, right? So it genuinely allowed us to just be ourselves, devoid of all the, my father has money, my partner get money, this one, that.
Everybody was
Everybody
just
was just
equal and there.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're all in JS1. Forget who your father is. You're a JS1 girl. If they send you message, you will
You
go on
will
that
go,
errand.
exactly.
If they tell all of us in class to kneel down, you will kneel
You
down,
will
my
kneel
dear.
down. Yeah,
There's
there's no
nothing like,
special
do you know who my father?
treatment.
Exactly. And then even that senior, you're telling, do you know who my father? Do you know who that was father is? You understand? So it was such an interesting experience.
So did that
in my
really
own life.
shape the anger part of you? Like, did that actually bend you a bit?
I didn't have a choice. Because
You have to
imagine
tolerate a lot of things.
a small child, your family, you have anger issues. There's somebody
Yeah,
in SS1
that is
is
even
telling
worse
you,
than you
come
too.
here, run down, do this. My dear, you're younger. You just,
have to tone it down.
I basically started develop, like, I had to now learn that, okay, there are other ways, even if maybe someone who is older than me does something to me, you can't just vent at this person. Are you mad?
Yes. Yes.
Someone that just seen you in SS2 or SS3 will tell you this thing. You want to shout for them? Things I could probably do to my sister at home, right? Because she's my sister at home. My mom would just say, oh, don't try it there. You will cry blood. You beat it, they will first give you the punishment you will see after. So I feel like it helps me develop like a few coping mechanisms, right? You know, sometimes you just have to just swallow it and just move on.
And just let go.
In your head, even though you look at the person and like, if they really leave two of us now, body go dey ground, but that's
just
aside,
let
no
it go.
problem. You get, and with time, it got easier.
Wow.
Right? It got easier. I found other channels to just vent off the anger. You know, it could just even be as little as ranting to somebody. Just having this friend that, oh, this person just did something that annoyed you, and you just have to rant. Even till today, there are still times where I just get so worked up about something, and I'm not calling you to give me explanation or help me solve the problem. Just listen to me. Just allow me rant and vent my anger at the moment, right? But going through boarding school 6 years later, I don't think there was any anger when I came out again.
Yes.
Like right now, I am like, since life after secondary school, I can even count the number of times that you'll be able to spark a reaction out of me. I basically, like, that whole experience just washed away all of that.
So that means boarding school can actually be a therapy for some child.
For some, I won't lie, there's some people, even after the 6 years, your character is still your character. Who get my character is just still there, right?
That's good to know. That's good to know. So how did you actually pick cooking as a thing, despite the fact that, not every child that went to a boarding school will come out and say, most of them, in fact, 50%, or should I say 80% of them have seen, they don't even know how to cook.
That's
funny enough, they don't know how to. They'll tell you, oh, I went to a boarding school, so they were doing everything.
Cooking,
yes,
exactly.
we're not cooking, and I was just eating anything that was prepared. When I go home, my family will just cook for me. But for you, how were you able to pick that as a passion?
Well, I would say the better part of my passion for cooking started after secondary school, actually.
Okay.
Because coming from a home where I had two sisters older than me, they basically got to do everything before it even got to my turn. So even in terms of cooking in the house and all of those things, I naturally wasn't even the one to say, oh, okay, that's where I started from. It was actually after secondary school that reaction spark. Because today I see a lot of people that like maybe knew me from secondary school and they're like, you didn't even do F&N in school. You were never like, even somebody.
You were talking about food.
Exactly.
That would say,
right?
oh, you had the likeness for it.
It was not really something that you could have seen me and food and put us in the same conversation earlier, right? So it's actually the better part of it started after secondary school. I would say that holiday after school before I entered uni, then my 100 level period, holiday time. That was basically when.
Before then, started. You've already agreed that you're going to study law.
Yes. Okay, so for me, right, for my choice of career, I won't lie. See, I like to be very honest. I've never been one of those people that, oh, I want to be a lawyer. Oh, I have passion for this, right? My law was just something that came natural, right? Okay. I was in the arts field, basically top of my class, best graduating student. So naturally, everybody will just say, oh yeah, it's law, this one is going to. So I feel that was basically where my, like, the whole law thing started off for me. I really just wanted to go to university and study anything and just come out. Like, let me just know that I'm this education thing. I think at a point, I was, because I think when I was writing JAM and then you're like feeling course of choice and all of that, I think at a point I even put linguistics. I didn't know what linguistics was about, but it was a 4 years course. I just want to go and do something and just
I
come out.
just get
ISD,
certificate.
like those were genuinely courses that were in my mind, right? Even mass comm was on the table, but I think the Atekioma campus, not
Okay.
the other Ugbo campus. So for me, it was just any 4 year course. Let's just get this moving. But again, my mom, she's such an educated woman. Hey, she no gree.
Yeah, but do something strong.
My two sisters are doctors. My brother is an
Wow.
accountant. So
They wanted
hey, all
something
this was like I
strong.
said, it's not my own. Better go and read law. And I said that's basically how I found
But
myself in the
personally, do you
career.
enjoy it? Is it something that you love, like you
Well,
enjoy?
really, the thing is, law is a career that, first of all, in a country like Nigeria, if you genuinely get to study law, you would discover the love for it along the way, because law is a career that would open your eyes to so many things. Um, law, they will say a layman, right? We're learned because we know much more than what the layman would know. And just being able to know all of these things, to see that yes, the theory part is different from what we see in real life, but knowing that these are the laws, knowing that these things actually exist, if you're able to probably apply yourself, right, to these things are there, it's honestly such a very, very eye-opening experience.
Well, it's not really easy. Then how did you now start your burger? Like what for your cooking career? What did you start first? What were the steps you took first to make it grow?
Okay. Okay, so for where my business started and where my business is today, there are two completely different directions, right? Because like I said, I didn't really start this business out of the need to make money or any of all those things, or neither did I even really start it out of so much passion, right? Yes, I enjoyed cooking, the average Sunday stew on Sunday afternoon and all of those things, but I genuinely didn't really have that, I want to be a chef kind of thing. I feel like it was even, I think it was like my 200 level that one day I was just scrolling through Instagram and I'm like, are you sure this food thing that I used to
You will
do,
not
I
take it
cannot make a
serious.
career
Yeah.
out of it? You get, and that was really when I even started doing research about chefs, and then trying to find out, okay, this is actually something people do. Because if I'm being very honest, right, you have a lot of people that you think would know better in this field, but if you have conversations with someone, you would actually hear that some people think that being a chef is just, I they do mama put, or I cook in a hotel, I cook in a restaurant. People see this career as, I just want to cook food for people. People don't even see it as something that you can actually make a life out of, right? So I basically started just doing a little bit of research, and I got to really see that there are different grades. There's cook, there's caterer, there's
Yes,
chef.
the chef.
Do you understand? So it's not just, one common factor brings all of these people together, and that is food, right? So it made me realize that even inside this food that we're inside, there are still other different fields, right? So I actually started, I think that was in 2018. I think I was on 200 level then. That was when I started, and it was just majorly lunch packs on weekends, because again I was in law and this career is really not
It's not easy.
it's not the kind of course that you want to be
Yeah,
throwing away.
yes, be giving break.
Semester exam will come and shoot you in the face basically. So I just kind of like made it like a weekend thing.
Okay.
I won't lie, yes, it was just for the extra money, as at the time. Then I would cook for my friends. They're like, this your food slap. How far. And then I start getting ideas. I'm like, okay, let me try. First weekend I did 10 plates. Mad though, they bought everything. Next weekend I see that these people are coming back again. So I think I started doing like 20 packs every weekend.
Wow.
I think it was, sometimes I'll just do like jollof rice and chicken, jollof rice and turkey. So in the morning, because I was in school hostel, and they don't really allow cooking. I think it's just like gas or stove. Sorry, if I say gas, they'll come and find me. The stove. So and then you have like a common room basically where you're supposed to even take the stove to go and cook general kitchen and all of that. So obviously that was not even where I could say I want to be doing bulk cooking.
Yeah.
So I used to go to one of my friends' place in school. It's like
Mm-hmm.
SSQ. So it's like a more private place, had her own kitchen and all of that. So on Saturdays I'll go to the market early in the morning, come back, make the food, do deliveries. It was just something on the side. Yes, I was making as little as 20k
How much
every
are you? How
weekend.
much are you selling the food for?
I think recently I actually stumbled on some of my posts from there, because then I used to do like small flyers, picture of the food, and then put price. I was seeing rice and turkey 1,008, 1,2. No.
Not
I used to
now.
do rice and chicken
One
1,000.
talking alone, it's like some place 7K 65 just for one. No, you're not even buying from a
It was
frozen
crazy
store.
because then we would buy, I think then we used to buy like a kilo of turkey for 600,
It was
maybe 800 for
it
that
was
6
cheaper
pieces.
to buy those things were cheaper
So
back
those
then.
things were, it was easy to do, but now
You cannot keep you cannot keep up.
where do you even want to start?
Tomatoes alone is even expensive.
No, it was honestly a very, very exciting experience for me, and I feel like that was where I started to just get the thrill. And to an extent, it was almost as if I started looking forward to those weekends.
Okay.
Even though I'm in class, but I'm already thinking of, what am I cooking this weekend?
Yeah,
Okay, what am
you
I,
can sell to your customer.
because I won't lie, this my career is very boring. I will say the truth. It's a boring profession. We are wearing uniform every day, black and white.
Exactly, you can't dress where you like.
Exactly. So it was something that it gave me something exciting to look forward
Yeah,
to
so the
every
food was
weekend.
just
The fact that I'll go to markets, I'll buy things, I'll come back, I'll cook. It was just different from I'm reading landlord, law. So eventually I did all of that, and then I think end of 2018, 2019, there was this trade fair event that I had. Okay, no, I think I went to culinary school then. I think that was holiday after 100 level with 100 level. And then I came back, it was like just a short 1 month.
Which culinary school?
Course. I went to Reddish in Abuja.
Why did you go for the culinary course?
Okay, so admin mentioned of the fact that I did a bit of research about the career, and I just genuinely wanted to know more, right? Because I felt like I didn't exactly want to be a caterer. I did not really see myself in that turning food, bulk cooking, catering
for events and
all of those things. So I knew that yes, I genuinely didn't want to be a caterer, but I felt like what really sparked my interest in the career was the creativity side, right? I'm not saying caterers are not creative, but catering is more about the bulk, it's more about the quantity of what you're doing.
Yeah.
But being a chef gives you more freedom to be actually creative, right? We're talking about smaller portions of food.
And you
can play around your creativity,
with it,
twist around recipes. As a caterer now, there's a way you make jollof rice that they will taste it and they'll say this is not party jollof.
Yes,
this is not Nigerian fried rice. This is not pepper stew.
Exactly.
So, but being a chef, you genuinely can be experimental with all of these things. Define some of these recipes in your own way, how you want it to come out. Play around with your plating techniques and all of those things. So I won't lie, I was very, very fascinated with what I saw. I went through their Instagram page. I saw, okay, so there's actually a place that people who want to do more and learn more can go to, right? Outside of the regular catering schools that we have and all of those things. So I saved up for the course. I think then the course was about 120,000
for a month.
It was for 6 weeks.
Okay.
But for a other level student, that was big money. Then when I saw that figure, I was like, hey God. And I remember going to my mom for that money, and then she was like, you want to leave law, you're doing to go and be doing food. Hey, I know it's holidays, small, you're just looking for what a while away time with, but I know you that are the small thing that distracted you inside school, and before you know, you're telling me you have what you want to do, you're not going to class. So my mom initially kicks against it, right? I used to use statistics and even till now I say, you that time when I wanted to start, you don't believe in me like that. Not that she don't believe in me, but
she
again,
did,
yes,
right? She just wanted you to do something serious.
Exactly. Because I feel like it was actually that fear of you are doing such a very serious like career choice, right? If maybe I was in some other department that she maybe would have considered as less serious, maybe, but Whether they see person where they do law, they do side
They do
hustle,
food.
that kind of thing, right? So it was just that genuine fear initially for her. But I feel like that fear was actually like a founding something that really pushed me because it made me just want to prove her wrong.
Okay.
Or I would say like a mix of prove her wrong and then prove to her that I could do it, right? And I would not suffer in my academics.
How about your dad? Was he also
Well, my dad was just a supporter. See, my father, like my dad was literally my G. I was a daddy's girl. I won't lie. My dad was that person that when my mother is kicking against something, my father will tell him, "Just go and do what you want to do. Don't worry." Right. So I literally never had any issues with my father. He was my taster. If I'm cooking something at home, you see, I'll go and give. This food is nice. My father was my G. Right. So I basically after the whole weekend things, I think by like okay, yeah, so I made mention of I went to culinary school and then I got back and then when I came back from culinary school, there was one very traumatic experience I had. I think it was even till now, right? It's like let me not call it PTSD, but if you notice, I don't really come out for all these trade fairs, all these things. People are buying vendor slots. You know, naturally see me in such places because I had a very bad experience. Sometimes when I think about it,
what was the
there,
experience?
I see like okay, so it was I think it was sorry, this is part where I'm adjusting my head. All right, so I think it was one of all these. I think they did it at Ogbazu. You know, fresh out of culinary school, I came back. I had so much knowledge, things I wanted to try.
Yeah.
And then I just really believed that I could fly off a mountain. You know, they say what an elder sit down. A child, even if you climb to,
He
you
will
not
not
sit.
sit.
My mom was trying to calm me down. Do small now. They told you, okay, people are coming. They will buy, at least cook some things, right?
Yeah.
Me, I cooked. But the question is, what did I not cook for that trade fair? Because I cooked, I did fried rice, I did jollof rice, I did white rice with stew, I did chicken, fish, turkey, assorted,
With your money.
salad. See, so many things I can never remember. Swallow, I think I did a goosey soup, I did ogbono soup.
And that was your first time, right?
Really, I believed in myself. And again, there was this assurance where they normally do it now. We have sold 1,000 tickets, we have sold 2,000 tickets, this and that. And I just genuinely felt like, me, I was not greedy. I'll just punch a calculator. If I just sell to like 200 people, I don't want to say to everybody, no. 200 times this one. Cash out.
Yes.
That was genuinely all I was thinking. Because yes, I genuinely was passionate about what I started doing, but I never really had anybody that I would call a mentor in the field. Someone that I could ask questions, someone that could put me through. So more than half of the things that I've experienced in this my career, I learned the hard way. I learned I tried it, the thing burned my hand, I run back. When you tell a child, don't do that, you leave the child. When the thing don't show, it became a hair.
That kind of thing.
Exactly. So I genuinely learned a lot of these things from experience. So that particular, I remember after the event, I think I didn't even sell up to 50,000. What's 50K? I'm not sure I sold up to 20K that
After
day.
cooking that amount of food.
And then look at me and look at the food. It was a lot. That's all I would say. That particular experience, it genuinely threw me into depression. So this one is not even because I had even borrowed money. I borrowed money from my mom. I borrowed from one of my friends. Borrowed from my auntie as well.
Expecting that you get it back.
Of course. See. Before that event, there's no talk you want to talk in my ear. All I was saying was the money I was going to make. Just give me money. Let me times. I said I was even collecting. Give me 100K. I'll give you 120K. Confidence was a lot. You understand? So genuinely, my mom saw how much that thing broke me, and all of that. I think she eventually even left the money she borrowed me.
But what was the challenge? Was it that people were not available, or
there were just a lot of things? Number one, the crowd that came.
Yeah.
It was in Ogbazu. They had sold us this image of, we've sold so many tickets and then you're coming and saying small children. Who was I supposed to be selling the food to? Do you understand? Yeah, not really small children in quotes, but a lot of SS3, just finished secondary school, maybe at most 100 level.
Wow.
You can
That's
understand
a
that
whole
kind
lot.
of crowd, right?
Yes.
So that crowd coming out, how much food do they
How
want
much
to buy?
food? Yeah.
How much can they even spend? I came there with food of say 2k, 2.5, 3,000. This is an audience that at most they want to buy small chops, 500.
Yeah, something like
The-
600. And what they
exactly.
know they can afford for their
So
age.
I can assure you, they were not my target audience at all.
At all.
So eventually, it was even more of my sister had to start posting because then my sister was still in medical school. So she was posting. Her friends in hostel were now
That food
buying,
available.
were now packing. So she carried like for those ones that ordered back to school. And then I think eventually the next day, we now just had to do what we could do and just go and sell off what was left. It was a very traumatic thing for me.
It's terrible. I can
After
imagine.
that day, I didn't even the sell off we did the next day. I was not even still able to recover the money or capital that I put inside, but at least I was able to pay. I think I was able to pay my auntie and then my friend. Eventually, I think it was even just half. I could even pay my friend back. My mom said, "Don't worry, forget to buy your own." So as I just paid what I could pay.
You're like, next time you're no more
I
going
said I
for
wash
trade
my
fair.
hand. Come on, what's trade fair? I said I need to do. You see me have food.
Eh.
I said it was so traumatic that even to cook Sunday afternoon sometimes they would tell me go and like I genuinely just detested the idea of being in the kitchen because it was
just for
something
that terrible event. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
I'm not even sure I can explain how I felt, right? Because yes, I was still very young, and I would say that was one of like it was like my first major, let me not say heartbreak, but first major experience where I had tried to apply myself so much to something. I was so energetic towards it. I had actually I said I was going to market. I'll go to other markets, go and buy a basket of tomatoes, do this. Like there was a lot of passion in it, and then just to watch everything just scatter.
It's very painful.
I say I know they do again. No. I say, you see, this my law now. Don't worry, I'm going to face this school. I want to be a lawyer now. This food business, I'm not doing it again because the friend don't send me before. So really, what am I trying to prove? So I genuinely just packed up, even take away packs, everything I bought. I threw everything on top of my wardrobe. I said, I'm not doing it again. I faced my school. I went back to school. We had the whole semester. People will message me, you're not cooking this week. I say, you're not serious. Don't that fair. You just avoid. I genuinely
they know that you are going through a lot.
I genuinely stopped. I think it was now like the holiday period after that.
Okay.
That again, Sakpa came now. You're looking at yourself. At all, when I was in school then, if I see say I could afford data.
Yes, you could buy
see one shoe that I like and I can buy it without having to wait for pocket money and things like that. So honestly, when you have tested small freedom and small money, it's very hard to go back.
Yes, you want to continue.
For pocket money. You have to do good girl for your mother to say, okay, take this money or that. To say, no. I say, no.
You don't want that kind of life.
I say I've tested wealth. I'm not really sure I can go back to this understanding girl face again, right?
At all.
So genuinely, I just so I think, and I was like, okay, let me just try now. At all. Yes, I've had bad experience, but let me just see. Mm-hmm. So I started again the holiday period, taking a few packs. But then I told myself, I know they do pass myself. I'm not.
You just do little.
I was just posting on my status. If I say 5, that's fine. I will post maybe 5 others. That's okay. I was using my mother's rice, using her gas, using everything. So I was not even paying anything, right?
Yeah.
And then I will cook extra for them in the house. So it was a win-win. My mother's, as long as there's food remaining, no problem. So eventually I started off doing that again, and small the interest started coming back. And then I think it was in COVID, that was 2020. Okay. That was basically when I now started another aspect, that was the food tray side.
Okay.
So I started making food trays. COVID food tray. I feel like that was even practically what blew the brand for me, because food trays was something that now genuinely gave me that initial flare of creativity that I had, right? It was something new, yes, but it was also something very, very interesting. Just the idea that I'm putting together bits and pieces of different food. I was not having to cook one rubber of jollof rice.
It was not so much, just little portion.
And then I was doing those little portions, and I could genuinely apply myself, even to the small ways I would plate it, right? Then my Instagram page, I was so intentional about it. When I'm done, even if customer is calling me, where's my order? I must carry that tray outside. I must snap it. I will snap like this, snap like this. I will do video. Everybody knew the sound of the bed in my compound because I used to do it on that one tree like that. And if you hear birds make noise in the video, say yes, that's Kore's video. So I was always saying, there's nobody in my house that did not carry tray. Even my mother, some days, mommy, come and me with this basket. I want to do video. I want to snap picture. Everybody was a part of it.
So
Because then, because COVID, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was at home.
Mhm.
So yes, they were also eating as the orders were coming, right? And then COVID, everybody was at home basically.
So how to do the delivery?
So then I had like cabmen that used to come and pick up.
Okay.
Right, so they will come, or the customer will just book boats, because you know how COVID was. There was like a lot of restrictions on movement and all of that.
Yeah.
So it was majorly deliveries, and it was very convenient, right? Because again, people were at home, so people generally would just order something that they can have delivered to them and all of those things. And that was a very, very I tasted money in COVID. I would lie.
You were making it.
The food tray, the orders were coming. And funny enough, it was even something that it started off with one.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this surprise brand. Shout out to Rhea Surprise, by the way. I remember pitching to her that day. I was like, I do food trays, my dear. I've never done anyone before in my life. I was like, I do food trays, food baskets, whatever you want, but you can add it to your surprise and all of that. I will deliver. And she was like, okay. And I remember, I think she paid me, 11,000, maybe 14,000 for that tray. Did I do calculation? I did not do calculation. No.
You just collected.
Mine was just, it sounds like a fair price. By the time I started buying all the things for the tray, I say I even use my money and join. Even the tray, I think I bought the basket itself 3,500, maybe 4,000. Minus that from how much they paid me. So you can already see the road I'm heading towards, right? So eventually, I did the tray, and then trust me, I snap picture. I did videos, and then I started posting.
Yeah.
And that particular day that I posted my first job, I got 5 jobs that day. Like actual payments. Hey,
at this point now, you can now sit down and do a proper calculation.
I said, when I saw the alert, I said, no, we die here. That was the day that I said, you see that pattern. No. I said, you see this food tray thing? This is where we are. Because people just saw, then like food tray was a market in Benin that many people were not really in. So I think
back then it was trending. Even till now, it's still in the market
that were doing it. So, and then there was just the extra way I would go about mine. If I used to do like this color coded thing, my biscuits will match the cake, it will match the chocolates I'm putting here, the juice pack.
That's creativity for you.
Then I'll ask customers, okay, do you want this red thing? I say, you see me walking around supermarkets, I'm looking for red biscuits, I'm looking for red this one, red that. I want everything to be a particular color tone. Sometimes, and I even started matching colors. I'll do like purple and green, a mix of it. When you take these pictures, it would look so beautiful. So first of all, even the fact that this thing I'm seeing is fine. They've not tested the food though. Just from the arrangement, the way everything will be clean, proper. No, I'm a perfectionist. I cannot lie about that one. Whatever I do,
you want it to be clean and direct.
As I'm doing that video, I must not see fly. If I see fly across the video, I'm doing it again. If I see no, so I was really that intentional about everything that I was doing, and by the grace of God, it just kept going. From there, I employed my first staff. Because after COVID, basically school had to resume. So I had to go back to school. So I had to get someone because, my mom, again, okay, COVID has finished. This thing that you have been doing, hope you know that you will not leave school to come and be cooking rice. So because I went to Unipen, right, it's in Ugbo, my father's house in Sapler Road, down Sapler Road. Distance was not even easy, and I used to stay in school hostel, so there was no way I could even say I'll be going from home every day to school stuff, so I could do the business. So I had to get someone. So I got somebody, by the grace of God, she was someone who genuinely works with her heart, works with her mind, and it was almost as if I had this sort of smooth transition, such that even when I'm in class, things were still happening. Yes, I was working from my father's house, so naturally there were also people in the house that would join in and help out. So it was a bit easy, but I won't lie. I'm in class, I'm answering call under the table. Rider, hello, have you picked up the small chops? Okay, take it to the house. Okay, customer does not know I'm in class, so they are calling. Okay, where's my order? I told you delivery is by 12. It's 1:30. Hey, ma, please, I'm coming. Let me call the cab man. food that I know has not left my house yet. I'm calling them, how far now? Is it not ready?
Is it ready?
Those
All those
ones are
kind of
doing,
things.
yes, I'm done. I want to take picture because they know me. If you send out that order without picture or video, problem. So it was a lot, right? But I just genuinely saw that thrill it gave me and how excited I genuinely felt every time that I would see all of those things happen. And I did food trays for about 2-3 years
Wow.
before I basically food trays bettered my first shop. That's the one at Ihama
Yeah,
Road.
man.
So I opened.
So not from the burger.
No, I think
So
funny enough, I
you've
started
not
my burger
started.
thing like last year, 2 years ago now.
It's a lie.
They're a very, very new field for me. So the food trade thing actually opened up in 2022. So I opened my outlet again because right, it was already gaining traction. So I was not having a lot of people that wanted to come and learn in quotes. When people see you doing something good, people will generally just want to
Yeah.
come and learn. And then, because I was working in my father's house, I really wasn't so comfortable with bringing strangers. And then my father's house was so far. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Delivery
Yeah.
stressed us. Customers that even want to come and pick up before they will say, turn left, turn right, turn here. There's water. I will not beg. Please, just after the water, just come forward. It was a lot. The road to my house is not good. I won't lie. So, just always having that complaint from customers
Yeah.
and all of those things. And then I didn't just want to start bringing people over to the house just because of trainings. So I was like, okay, let me look for somewhere. What if? And then by the grace of God, I found a place, set it up, and that was basically how like the Gourmet Academy came about. So I was doing my food trade thing in one side, and then I had like the academy in another part, but still in the same place. So I opened shop. That's why you now find out that running business from my father's house and opening shop, they are two
They are
different
two
things.
different things.
Again, right? In this
Yeah.
career that I don't have mentor, I don't have who I'm running to
You're
go
just
and
doing
meet.
your thing yourself and
Figuring out some of these, in fact, a lot of these things myself and all of that. So I opened the shop, and then at a point, I think at this stage now I had about like 4 or 5 employees. I think we're like four with me in one corner. So then I would say that it got to a point that I just realized that you know what, this food tree is not paying the bill, so forget all the energy and
you
all.
needed to add something.
Exactly. And then it was even more like when I was home, there were days because it was a new field.
Yeah.
Everybody was into food trees at a point, right? So they're having a birthday, wedding anniversary, any small surprise. You naturally just want to get a food tree. But with time, the buzz started to die off. It's natural. These things are trends, right?
Yeah.
Even till now, yes, people still do food trees, but I can assure you it's not as much as
I
what
like
it
before,
was.
yeah.
I said then I used to have 4, 5, 6 trays a day. Then I would post now, we'll arrange everything together. And I don't mean small tray of this table.
Yeah.
I had my longest basket. It was like Valentine's Day 2021. 2021, 2022 Valentine. The orders.
Very
I think
much.
I did up to about 50, if not 60 trays on Valentine's Day. It was that much. And then Valentine, I would do food trays, I would do boxes, I would do. People love in this video. That's all I was saying. That my food tray business. Maybe
And
that
I think
there's love in
one
this
of the
business.
sweetest thing was the packaging. When people see how you package your
Yeah.
products or your goods, it caused that attraction. They would
Yeah.
want to patronize even without having a
Yes,
taste
big
of
time,
it.
big
So the
time.
packaging
I have
too was
always
there.
been someone who I've always been so big on the perception my brand is
Yeah.
giving. I've always been so big on packaging. Sometimes, even if maybe I'm not making profit on this particular thing, I will just go that extra mile just so that because I genuinely always had that notion that you may not necessarily be there when the package is received
Exactly.
or opened, but they should be able to. My brand should be able to tell a story on its own, right? So for me, then would have times where we send out food trays because that my food tray era was something that it just flew naturally on its own. We would have customers that we deliver to, and then just where they open up the package, they're already telling you, my friend that was in the office when he came, oh, I gave him your number. Oh, everybody was asking for the number of the person that did this because they saw this thing and it was so beautiful, right? So it was something that food tray time really made me understand how far packaging can, like what it can do for your business,
Yeah.
or just those little things that naturally some people, even as much as just cleaning the plates after putting the
Yeah.
food, you find some people that you are doing something and you are sending out a package that the body is dirty. This
Yeah,
just
maybe,
that
or
small thing
something
that
that
you
is
just,
not.
that
Yeah,
oil you
they might
just
not. They
clean,
might not
because
even patronize you
exactly.
next time because of
But
those
for the fact
errors.
that when you receive this thing, you can genuinely say that, this is neat. This is something that you can see how intentional the person was in putting together this thing. Aside the money, yes, they were paying well, right? But again, it will make it makes people feel like I'm paying good money for this thing. So I genuinely should enjoy the service. I should enjoy the product. I should enjoy the entire experience.
Yeah.
And for me, I believe that I wasn't just giving people food. I was giving you an experience, right?
Yeah.
So it starts from when you receive it. That wow, you're going to
Oh,
do when
this
you
nice.
see it.
Yeah.
You're looking at it. That excitement to pick up your phone and you want to
Yeah.
video.
Exactly.
I want to video. See this
Mhm.
package they just delivered to me.
Yeah.
So I believe genuinely that I was giving experiences to people.
Mhm.
And from there, eventually, I think that was like towards the end of 2022, I just started to notice that the market was becoming so saturated.
You learn something new.
There's not really any business that you say that you're the only person doing it, right? It's a market, there's competition. 20 million people are doing the same thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
So by then, the food tray space had opened up in Benin. People see us at the cash out now. Everybody want to do food tray, So eventually, the orders started to reduce. And then again, even though they were not, even though the orders were not reducing as much, we will still have like 5-6 trays in a particular day. But to pay rent, my shop was in the heart of GRA. My rent is not child's play. I'm talking rent is 6 figures here. So compared to no rent in my father's house,
Yeah.
as the money is coming, at most I'm paying salary end of the month. Maybe I was using my mother's bag of rice, but now I'm outside the house.
But at this
Every
point,
single
you
thing.
did you, like, you had car already at this point?
Imperial, which car? So I bought my car 2023. Then I don't see shiggy. I would like, I don't having a car was beginning to tell a lot on the business, because even just from the small deliveries, cabmen stressing you. You see the one at least I don't think I ever experienced drive around with my food share. I won't lie, you have a lot of them when they come and pick up, they say, see, this thing, just say I don't go remove one. And sometimes we generally used to even have to bribe someone. Just out
Are
of
you
that fear
serious?
of let them not
Let
eat
them
your
not
food
run
before it
away.
to go.
Yeah.
Because this is a big package, it's smelling in the car, it's in the
Yeah.
and this is a man. If the man decide to cancel the ride now and disappear, what do I want to do? Although I had like 2 trusted drivers that I really had. Shout out to Ibadan and Abdul. They stress my life. I'm not lying. You can do shakara. You tell the man the delivery is by 2. You say okay, man will just stroll in by after 4. When customer is calling you. But because I already had that trust for them, no matter the location, they must deliver for me. No matter how far inside the road. Sometimes you say, "Hey, there's water in this street. Normally, I will not enter this street. Because it's you." Now he's tell me now you're blown, now you don't remember me again. But I'm like, no, now you're still like you get. Well, yeah, it was a lot, and just for savings eventually. But for me, I would not even say that I bought my car because of the business. So I bought my car for myself. I did just small reward for all my labor. And then for
you don't get that soft life.
And then again, for the fact that I was no longer doing this from house, so having to go to work every day, and then sometimes I'll follow my mom on her way to work. She'll drop me or pick me back, coming back. Well, just that need for my own personal freedom and all of that.
So when did the burger come in place?
I started burgers officially. That was 2024. Oh yes, it's 2025. Was it last year? Yes, I started burgers last year. February last year. I think that was after my Gumi experience. That's my Valentine event I normally do.
Okay.
After the event, that was majorly when I started burgers, and it was just okay. Then I think I used to do it every Tuesday. Again, something on the side to just support the shop. And I noticed Tuesday we're doing like 100, we're doing 150. I'm like, there's something here. And then I think I now made it Tuesdays and Thursdays, still the rush. Because the product was good, I won't lie. So people were enjoying it. Something that again, it was a new market. Sorry. How many places do we have that sell burgers in Benin? So people people genuinely just, and then I also came with variety. I was not just doing only chicken and beef. I was doing chicken, I was doing beef, I was doing suya, I was doing like I had chicken tenders. No, I came with a few
Different. You were
different,
creative with
yes,
it.
exactly. So I think Tuesdays, Thursdays, the rush was there. Eventually, we now started doing it 3 times a week. I think we're now doing Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. Even still, it was still there. And like middle of last year, I said, no, 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 no. You see this place, we are going to enter inside this one. So I fully transitioned from the whole food trade thing. I was say like middle of last year, sha. And then I started yeah, so I also now started catering for events. I also started doing like finger food caterings. So
Okay.
would have like mini burgers, shawarma, sandwich, tacos, just small things. I'm not like, one thing about my entire journey in this whole career is I had always been very intentional about applying myself, being very, very creative in whatever I was doing. So most times I had offers of, oh, okay, I have 100 guests, 200 guests, come and cook. It's not that I cannot cook for you, but I turn down most jobs like that. And I always say, see that after that bridal shower, that small party, give me that one. I want
Just
to
my
cook.
bed for
I want
finger
to
food.
cook
Yeah.
15 portions. I want to do 20. I want to plate it like this. I want to do like, so I genuinely wanted to just be as creative as possible. So I started the catering side. That one, by the grace of God, also still went well. Even till now, although gradually I'm letting go of that one because I would like this burger will go to kill us.
It's not
But
easy. Now you've expanded it.
exactly.
That's why.
So it really kept us busy. The burger, eventually we now fully transition into every day.
Okay.
So with time, I think Mondays to Saturdays, and then I did that for about a year. Then before I now opened my first outlet by the grace of God last month.
Wow,
So
amazing. Congratulations.
thank you.
Okay, so I know it's not easy to juggle schoolwork, being reading law and cooking. It's not easy. You still have some other side hustle, and I noticed that you're also a restaurant consultant. So how were you able to match that? Where did that come in place? Like when did you started all of
Okay,
that?
for me, I started consulting very recently. Actually, I would say even this year. Well, fully this year. I had like a few consulting jobs last year. So majorly, like I said before, when people see what you do and they see how well you do it, naturally people will just gravitate towards you. So aside from this, you have people who want to come and learn under you. I also had people who, oh, I want to know how you're doing this, right? Oh, I want to start my own. What advice can you give? Can you put me in the right direction? So that was basically what even birthed the whole consulting thing. And then again, I'm always been somebody who, before I do anything, I would always go back and do my research. So I started my own little research. Okay, is it just for me to be giving people advice? What does it take? Well, but if I'm being honest, restaurant consulting is a very, very new space, particularly in Nigeria. You have very few people who are even into it, right?
Yeah.
There are even a lot of chefs who want to start it on the side, but basically don't even know the direction to start or even how well they can be able to do it. So I did a bit of research, did a few online courses on it, got some certifications and all of those things. So majorly this year that I started, okay, now
You make it like a full
it's not even
time
really
thing.
like I put myself out there. Most times maybe it's when I post jobs, oh, these clients I'm
Somebody will
handling, and
now
then people
reach
are like,
out.
oh, exactly. I still select. I won't lie. I still, once I go for inspection, I just look at the project. I think, is this worth my time? Because I am a very busy person. Like I cannot even lie. Yourself, you know how it took
You're
us
very
to fix
busy.
this time for this
Yes,
interview.
so
My schedule is crazy,
yeah.
running so many different things at the same time. So I always tell myself, even though I'm doing the consult thing, sometimes I'm not really doing it for the money, right? I value my peace of mind so much. I am somebody that, because I have so many things I'm doing, yes, there's money in all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
So I am really not saying, oh, I'm taking this job or hopping on this project because of the money. I'm willing to let it go. Like, because I'm not on it for the money,
Yeah.
my peace of mind, please. I will just, once I just have maybe
So you don't
first two
overwork
meetings with the
yourself.
clients, and then I'm seeing how extra demanding this person is, I can smell the trouble from far. I'll just say, see
Yeah.
this one will not allow me sleep in the night. This one. So most times I'll just tell them, okay, either I can do something external for you. I really will not be on the job so much, but if you need help, I can help you small, small. But you see, full time dedicate myself, I can't do that. So for the consulting bits, I really walk away from a lot of jobs. Jobs that I take are like, okay, once that's I say, okay. I may be free right now and I genuinely can take this particular job. I've had jobs out of Benin. I've done work in Lagos. I've done work in Warri. I've done work in Abuja. Um, it's a very, very interesting area. I'm not like the pay
Yeah.
is good as well, but it's something that it's so time consuming, and the fact that it's basically it resonates so much around brands that are not yours.
Yeah.
So you also have to give a part of yourself to the project, such that yes, I recently have like a couple of people I've employed on my consult as well, but there's just still you, right? There's as much as you can delegate. There's as
Mm-hmm.
much, at most, you can delegate all the paperwork, you can delegate the running around. But you see, when it comes to those training aspects, those SOP developments, those little things that you have to do it yourself. And I realized on the job that this is the reason why these clients come to you. They're not coming to you because, oh, this one consult. They're coming to you because you are Koye. They are
Yeah.
coming to have Koye's feel on this, Koye's experience, Koye's
Mm-hmm.
knowledge, and all of those things. So, majorly, I would always just ask myself, do I really have time to take on this particular project? Okay, yes. Okay, no. Sorry, please understand, you get right. So, even if maybe I may not take on the whole bit, I'll
Mm-hmm.
just try and say, okay, how much I can do for you. But for me, like I said, the consult started this year, so I really did not have so much of juggling consults with school. But majorly, what I juggled with school then was the food tray side, and then when I started the whole burger thing last year and all of that. And so for me, right, I school and juggling both, I just knew that I didn't want to give up one for the other, right? Again, like I said, my mom was on the one side whispering in my ear, let me shall not see D in your results. Let me not see your results.
Mm-hmm.
So I genuinely knew that the moment my grades start slipping off, they will blame it on my business. They will say, she know the
Because
only
you're
day here.
always cooking and
Exactly.
all.
So I always knew that okay, when it's time for school, I am school. Like so because of it, I basically had like zero social life. Like even till now, there's so many places you won't find me. Not because um not because I'm not a social person, no, but
The timing is not
when I
like you don't
just
have
think
that
about
time.
it, the time I want to go, I used to do this one. I can use it to do this, do this. I beg, I'm not doing. And then I find now that even the little extra free time I now have, I'd rather just spend it sleeping or just being on my own, being in my room. Like there are sometimes I travel and I will literally just be indoors for a week, 2 weeks. I won't come outside. People are like, "Are you sure you're inside?" I'm like, do you know what this quiet time is doing
It's
for
there
me?
for you
Do you know how like do
before
you know
you
how
come out again.
sane I feel just
Yeah,
being here?
exactly.
I will literally because back then, like my final year, I now moved to SSQ. I think my 400 level, 500 level. There were weeks my landlady would not see me. She'd be like, "This guy, are you sure you're around?" Once I go to class, I just come back. I am on my bed till class the next morning. Nothing concern me concern extracurricular that they are doing on campus. They are doing this
Mm.
one. Eh? When as I'm thinking of event I have next weekend, I'm thinking of
Yeah.
how to conserve my energy. I was just so intentional with conserving the small energy I had.
Yeah.
I'm now for me, most times when people ask me for advice, particularly like young students trying to do same thing, I try not to advise them so much because I feel like even my own approach was not really a very healthy approach because I also feel like there's a way you can find a healthy balance to
Yeah.
even still bringing your social life into your
Into your
work
work.
and the
Yeah,
school.
exactly.
But knowing the kind of person I am, I'm a very playful person. I'm a very, very small thing don't distract me. And my mom knew that. So that was genuinely her fear with
Okay.
understanding, can this girl be able to still add business to this thing? So I knew that one had to go. It's either I'm letting go of that my social side.
So that I can
I
focus on
cannot
these
merge
two
the three
things.
together,
Yeah, it's
right?
yeah,
I
it's too
cannot
much.
deceive myself that oh I'm going for this party or I'm going for this thing, and then when I come back tired I want to read from where
No,
me
you
that I'm already
can't.
tired from business. So Nah, I just. But then again, the business was still giving me small jaye like,
Yeah, like
because
small parties,
exactly, I'm
you'll
going
be
for
able
events,
to.
bridal shower, I'm going for wedding, birthday. I was still outside sometimes, right? But then knowing that I'm outside because I'm working, so it was almost as if I was now killing two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
I'm still, you know, and all of that. So, but majorly I really prioritize my time. I had to do a lot of time management. I knew that okay, when I'm in class, I'm trying my best to really focus,
Yeah.
right? So that when I have to do reading later, it will just be okay to top off all the things because I was actually in that class. I tried my best not to really skip classes, because the thing with skipping class, there are some things that they will say in class that you will not sit inside the notes they are copying or the
Mm-hmm.
textbook, right? So I really used to try to make class. So I try to arrange my time. Whatever thing business related I was doing, I would like to do it after class, right? After class, I have the whole day to
To
myself.
yourself.
So I know that if it's this 8 to 10, 8 to 12 that I have, just dedicate it to class, go to class, and after that, go and do whatever the hell I want to do. So I was really big on time management. Because of it, you would almost never find me in anything that they're doing in my faculty. I like till now, when I finished law, many people did not even believe I did law in Uniben, because I can count people that
You're
never
not
saw me
active
in
in,
Uniben.
yes, you
People
are
that
not
never
active
saw me
in
in
their
my faculty.
social
Yeah, sometimes people are
activities.
like, "Hey, you went to faculty of law? How are you in that faculty for how many years? I
And we
never
didn't,
saw
yeah,
you."
we didn't see you, stuff like that.
Because after class, I have gone. Before my friends even start looking, like, I don't move. I did not even waste my time, right? Because I had like a million and one things I was trying to do at the same time. So for me, yes, I was very big on arranging my time and trying my best to stick to it. So it gave me discipline such that you saw how you said 10 a.m. Here I was here by 10.
Yeah.
It made me understand that I became very punctual. Because if I say that, oh, I want to read from 10 till 2, anything that makes me read till 3, I have upset my day, right? So I basically now got used to planning my time, having schedules, and trying to work with it. And then again, I was able to discover the best times for me to read. I am somebody that I like to read in noisy areas. Yes, so to say, you see some people that will say, "Hey, I play with
Every,
her."
yes,
When she's
every
ready to read, she will
read,
know when.
yeah.
Exactly. I can literally just be sitting down in class. I'm opening this book and I'm reading it,
Yeah.
right? So I know that I don't like to read in the night. See all those, I will not do TDB. This, wash my hand, come out. Night is for sleeping, please. So I genuinely know the times I read. I read
Yeah.
better during the day.
Okay.
So I knew that this is still the same during the day that I'm busy. So I have to be able to plan my time so well that okay, I should have time to read. But then time for exams, I know that exam is exam. I don't joke with my exam period. Exam period, I just dedicate myself to the book. I say, you know what, this exam is 1 week, 2 weeks. Let me just go and die on top of the book. Anything business, don't
And
worry,
this
the
period, your
client will
business is still
understand.
ongoing because you already have,
My
you
business
already,
was
yes, you have
constantly
staff
running.
already, and
There was never a point where I had to stop business for a while. Even when I went to law school last year, many people did not even believe I went to law school. When I posted a picture of call to back, people say, "Hey, how? You say you that we buy burger from every day?" I'm like, nah God, not be me, right?
yeah,
But I think for me, law school was even much more tougher than undergrad, because law school is See the stories you hear about law school. It does not even.
where did you
I
do
did law
yours?
school in Abuja.
Okay.
So it was even extra crazy because it was out of Benin. It was different from my Uniben
Yes,
business
your
cities where
usual route and
I
everything.
was at the airport so much that they even knew me in the airport. I had cabman that is carry. I'm running back to Benin for one event. I'm here for this. And then there were some that I couldn't come because sometimes when you factor in the cost, you know how much flight was. I was flying at a time where flight was not 20K. I was buying tickets 100,000, 150,000.
Yeah.
Most times I will come to Benin Fridays and back to school on Monday again, because law school is Monday to Friday. And classes are so tough. They're taking attendance. Attendance forms your assessment. If you don't meet attendance, you cannot write exam. This was different from undergraduate to where no, law school
So
was
it's not
tough.
easy. But were you able to do anything during your law school in Abuja? Were you able to engage yourself in
No,
some?
no.
Okay, so
So
just the school.
the way law school is wired, even cooking, they don't even allow you. You see, when I say school, it is a school. A very, very
Yeah.
serious school. The only thing in your room is bed and table and chair to read and
Yeah.
wardrobe space. They are not after, there are places to buy food. They don't allow cooking in any form. So nobody is here to come and be doing chef Olin. Buy food
Mm.
every day, eat your food. You are there to read. You are literally in law school to read. You have discussion sessions, you have study groups, you have all of those things. So aside from all the back and forth I had, and then for my externship period, you have I think we had like 3 months externship, maybe 2 months. I also now came back to
To
Benin for my
Benin.
externship. So sorry. So at least I had like a bit of middle ground with that.
Okay.
But after externship, that was like around this time last year, July, August, when we now went back. No, September. We went back September. I think then it was not like a race of 3 months to bar finals. Ha. Me, I'm usually not one to be scared of exam. By the grace of God, I would say that to an extent, I'm quite book smart. That's actually even why I was able to do all the
To
things that I
do,
could
yeah,
do,
you're
try this
doing.
kind of business even while going to school. But law school and bar finals really tested me. Like normally me undergrad, sometimes I can take risks before I start reading for exam, maybe a week to exam. I will just dedicate myself, you know what, all through the night. I'll run like there were literally courses in my undergrad days that I used to do 24 hours. I would pick up this course.
Yeah.
I'm writing it tomorrow. I will read from then into the exam hall. No sleep. I will come in looking like a zombie. My eyes, like there's a way my friend I said, don't even talk to me. There's a way that this case have come can fall from my head. Just let me just go and pour it inside the exam
Is that
hall and I will come out and that's
like
the end. But you see, that approach, you can't try it in law school because you probably faint. This and law school, the way law school is wired, is not even something that you have tests, you have
yeah.
fixed exam. That January resumed. We're reading for exam that is in November.
Wow.
So it is 1 year of work. Even the externship you did, the practical side, you are tested on everything.
Mhm.
So imagine reading from what I've been studying in January.
Yes.
This is the me that has not been studying since that January.
It's
By the
not
time I came
easy.
back in September, I just told myself, I think like middle of October, I just said, you know what? And then I'm opening, I think we had like 5 courses in law school. 5, oh, you said the number is small, 5. Oh, but those 5 courses is bigger than the 20 you did in your undergrad. And
So it's
then
not easy.
you are seeing people who they've basically eaten this law.
Yeah.
Since January, they've been reading every night. You are passing them, they are splitting cases, doing this one. Sometimes I'll just. But again, I went to law school with my approach of zero social life. Outside class, you will never see me outside class, even outside my hostel. Once I'm done with class, I'm in my bed till the next day
Till the
I'm going
next
to
day.
class again. So whatever I want to do, I will do it in my room. My friends will go to the library, go to one place to read, whatever. I've always been somebody who I try to stay true to myself. I know they like to pass my power because my friends are going somewhere. I don't follow crowd. I am my own person. And see all those peer pressure things, they don't work around me. Oh. Instead, you know when they say if you can't beat them, you join them. Me, you go beat me tire because I will not join you. That's just the truth about me. So even where my friends were doing certain things, you know, they will go for discussion sometimes, they will go to the library. I have never been a library person. So going to the library is me deceiving myself. I'm just
So you
going
didn't
there.
bother, you
I
just
will
go to
end
your
up
room.
pressing phone out. So most times I will stay in the room. Yes, the room is big distraction because I have my phone. And because so for my set, we had like a whole 1 year gap before we went to law school.
Okay.
Because we missed our sets to enter law school with. They had already admitted them before we graduated.
Okay.
So we had the whole of 2023. I was at home. I was actually supposed to go to law school in 2023. So 2023 was when I got so, because then I was done with undergrad.
Yeah.
I could not even do NYSC. I was just floating. So I pushed all of that 1 year into my business.
Yeah.
So I got so busy in 2023 and then I had to apply for law school in January 2024. It was crazy.
Yes, there was no time for you to even rest and take a break.
Apart from that, the idea of having something I was doing every single day for a whole year, it had become my routine. It had become my life.
You're already used to it.
And I have to go back to school, wearing uniform, sitting down in class.
As if you're starting from scratch.
No. Law school stretched me out like mentally in every way. But I like a month to exam, I just told myself, you know what, I'm totally shutting down. So again, God blessed me with really good workers. My staff they are literally the foundation of my business right now. I'm so grateful for them, my supervisor, everybody puts in the work, right? And I feel like at a point it stemmed from the fact that they see how hard I work and how much I try to put into the brand. So it's not just, oh, I'm dishing out orders or saying, oh, do this, do this. They see that even when I'm around, I will get the job done. So the least you can do is get the job done, whether I'm there or not. So my staff really held down the fort for me, even when I wasn't there. Every day we were open.
Shout out to
We
you
were
guys.
pushing out all of those things. Yeah, so shout out to Team
Shout out to you guys.
So we were doing all of those things. Yeah, so there were days where my roommate would come back and she see me, I'm screaming at one rider, or I'm just angry because my chicken is this one or that one. My mates are in class, or my mates are in library reading, but I'm here thinking of burger that they are doing. But I just kept telling myself that I will not close my business because I'm in law school. Because again, I feel like this is even the first time I'm saying this anywhere. But I understood that to an extent, my workers depended on me, right? It was very, very easy for me to close shop and say, you know what, for this 1 year I'm in law school, I'm not going to run this business. But what happened to these people that are working for me? Are they just going to go? Maybe they will not go back and go and say, it doesn't
look for
work that
another
way.
job.
Exactly. So how would I come back from law school and then feel like, oh, I now have to start looking for workers again? No. So I genuinely just told myself that, you know what, the amount of work I'm going to put into trying to start up this business again, if I close it, I'm not going to do that. So I just have to find a way to make it work. And I told myself I'll take it one day at a time, which I did. There were days where it was so difficult, but I told myself, I'm not going to think about next month. I'm thinking about today. How do I solve this problem? My staff know me. I'm more of a problem solver. Sometimes there are even some very little things they will call me for. Can you not figure this thing out? But I'm like, no. The reason why they're asking me is because they know that Madam will be more diplomatic in how to approach this thing,
yes.
right? She will try to find a solution, no matter how little it is. So I'm somebody who I have had to develop that ability to think on the spot. I push sentiments aside. I push my emotions aside. Even though something happens that may be so traumatic, keep the feeling. How do I move past it? How do I make this thing not affect work today? There are some times where we could just be at work. They will just call you, oh, these people came. They said this one, this one. Okay, what do they want? What? Don't allow it to affect the work that we're doing today. That's my own, right? So, because of that, I basically became so disciplined with my business that even though I'm in school, I'm trying to sort them out. So I developed like a routine.
Okay.
So in the morning, I wake up, I attend to my supervisor. What and what do you need to buy today? I send money for it because they know, again, I'm in class.
Yeah.
So as I'm in class, you cannot call me. I will not pick your call. Text me, right? So I'm always on my phone. I'm texting. Even though I'm trying to listen halfway, I see message pop from supervisor. I'm replying, So I was having to juggle both worlds.
But in all of this now, were you able to secure a relationship? Like, were there any point in time you were in a relationship?
I'm a lover girl. Forget all this one. I'm doing business.
I'm a lover girl. Okay. So how was relationship life?
Well, relationships, I will not lie. See, I've been trying to avoid that relationship side of this.
You cannot escape it.
Because for me, right, I am a very private person. Like, I try to keep my personal life private. But yes, I have been in a particular relationship that was not so private, particularly because of maybe the kind of person who he was and all of that. But outside of that relationship, I don't think there's any other of my relationship that has really been out there. I think, funny enough, I came out of that relationship last year, still inside law school. So you see, I was juggling business, I was juggling heartbreak, I was juggling last year.
What happened?
Last year was a lot. No. Last year was it. I was juggling heartbreak. I think it was actually around the same time last year.
How long did it lasted?
That relationship was more than 2 years.
Wow. So what happened?
2 years, actually. Do I really want to go into this? I'm not so sure.
But I think you've healed from the heartbreak.
No, definitely.
So saying it now.
For me, I feel like me not talking about the relationship is not because I've not healed or anything.
Okay.
It's just out of respecting the person, respecting what we shared. I would like, it was a relationship that, yes, For both of us, we probably thought this is the last call. Now you I won't marry, that kind of thing. But it ended because it had to end, right? And I've moved past it. I feel he has moved past it as well. But I don't think I want to. I've
But
literally never
who
even
broke each other's heart? It should be the one, because you're the one that is
was
coming
there
out from.
heartbreak? No. Definitely it was heartbreak.
Or was it a mutual breakup? I don't think it's a mutual breakup.
It was quite mutual.
So both of you just sat down and said,
But
let's
to
break
an
up.
extent, I walked away. I would say
Okay.
that I walked away actually. Yeah, mutual in terms of okay, we both wanted it to end, but I was the one who I woke up one day and I'm like, I don't think I want to do this anymore.
But when you were in the relationship, how were you able to manage it with your jobs, your work, school?
So for me, I'm somebody who I am a lover girl. I can't hide it. I love so much. Forget hard guy.
I can see it now, Valentine. You need to sign up for next year on, because
I
it's
love
always interesting.
so much that I am so intentional with my partners. Relationships I find myself in, I am so intentional about it. So I always find the time. I'm literally that person who, even if I'm in a relationship with you, despite how busy my day is, I know that I'm always on my phone. I must text you. I must call you. If I can see you that day, I will see you because I would make time because you are important to me. So for me, I feel like my business has never really had a downside in my
Okay.
relationships because I always have to just find the time because I love this person and I'm intentional about this person. So sometimes it may not even be your physical presence, even if I'm not in town. I would just probably buy you something. I would gift you just something to just make you remember and know that I may not be here, but I am here. My mind is here, right? So for me, I understand that even if you are busy, if you say that you love this thing or this thing is important to you, you would make out time for it. So that's why sometimes I don't understand all those bullshit. Some people say, "Oh, I'm busy. I'm at work. I'm in meeting." That's why I could not call you. My brother, keep your busy schedule. Don't carry that one near me because if there are sometimes where I'm even in class, right? But even in the middle of class, I have like a session with my students. It just takes a few seconds to just send a message. It is all the small intentionality.
Yeah.
Before you sleep in the night, you wake up in the morning, just send message. They know the key to send message. We're in an era where there's nobody that says they're not always around their phone. That's the truth. So some of those, oh, I was busy the whole day, this and that. Thank you.
But is there any relationship that has really affected you? Like, aside this one that you said you had to battle with the hurt and your law school stuff, is there anyone that has really affected you or that has made you down?
Well, again,
Or you're the one always working out?
No. You see, the downside of being a lover girl is that when the love now ends, you go nearly one mad. That's the truth. That's just the truth.
I support you on that one.
But the thing is, right, because I am somebody who, again, I have so many people depending on me. I have my staff. See, I feel like the amount of times I consider my staff in things I do is particularly why my business runs most of the time, because there are some days where it's so difficult for me personally. I could be dealing with so many personal shit, right? Like, personally, I just don't want to work today. But I have to pay salary month end. I have people that are working, right? So I cannot tell these people that, oh, they break my heart. That's why I'm not open
You will
today.
not work. And
hello,
kind of
what
thing.
are we doing here? Customer has paid me for events next weekend. I will not tell the client, please, I'm going through heartbreak. I can't come for your events. Sorry, it cannot happen. So even though I'm dealing with personal things, I would still just always just put myself, like, I'm somebody who I really know how to separate my emotions from my business so well, because I've not come this far to scatter my business because of love. God, I beg. And I feel like I genuinely don't even ever, I pray never to experience a kind of relationship that would break me so much that I would have, like, to affect my business, or I'll give up my,
No, it won't.
And sometimes when I even now have these downsides in relationships, I almost see it like a fuel to push more into my business, because I'm like, you see, relationship will break your heart. But God,
so currently now you're single.
No. Well,
Or you've moved on
for
to the
security
next?
reasons, let me know answer that question. Am I single? Okay, no, I won't lie. I'm not single.
Okay.
But
Okay.
for security reasons, I will not answer this question.
But you're happy. You're happy with whoever you're with right now.
Yes,
You're
I am
happy.
happy. It's a very beautiful thing. Something relatively new. So that's why I
Nice.
said I hear. Well, I'm happy, right? And it's something that works for me because coming from how much of a lover girl I can be, how much of myself I would naturally put into relationships and all of
Mm-hmm.
those things. Last year really taught me a lot. In fact, my last relationship taught me a lot, so much that I have now really tried to separate my emotions from my business.
Very, very
So right
important.
now there are so many ways, like in this my relationship, that things that will get to me naturally before, they really just don't even strike as much. And I have grown so much emotionally as well, such that even little things that I would almost want to bother myself with before, they don't even flinch almost right now. And I also feel like that stemmed out of the fact that now I really, really know what I want now. Because I left that relationship after 2 years, not because I was not in love with this person, but genuinely because I knew that wasn't what I wanted. So for me now, because I have let go of love because of what I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like I refuse to settle, right? I would not settle. I know what I want. If this is not what I want, I will just genuinely remove myself from the equation. It will hurt, but the truth is, life continues,
Yeah.
right? And I've always been a big preacher of the fact that this life is too short for you to spend any moment being sad. So try to be as happy as you can at every time.
Very, very important.
So you find some people who are in relationships where they are not happy, in relationships where you are not your true self. You have to hide, you have to act, you have to be something you are not. And I'm like, I would rather be single. See, I would rather be
That's
single.
it. Just stay in the
I
relationship
would
and you're suffering.
being single is tough. Oh, I will not lie, right? Because from that last year till eventually what I mean, I started now.
Mm-hmm.
But I got no. I feel like that was really the longest I have stayed single, because
Oh,
for
that means
me,
for every breakup, it doesn't take time before you get somebody else.
well, when I say it doesn't take time, but maybe because I have been someone who, I love the idea of love so much. I love the idea of companionship, having someone. So it's almost very natural for you to develop things with people quickly,
Exactly.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that, it became, I, at most, the longest you say maybe I come out of a relation. Okay, let me know even say, how many relationships have I ever had? If I'm talking about serious relationship, I'm looking at like three. I think the first one was about a year, and then the second one was like 3 years. That was like my undergrad. I think we broke up like my 300 level, or 400 level.
Okay, so
So
that means that
that
one
was
was the
after COVID.
longest.
Yes, that was my three relationship like after COVID. But then that was secondary university love,
Yeah.
you know, like
Now
on
you're
it,
done.
university love actually. But
Interesting.
first real major serious real life relationship was the one, I think that started like my final year. That was after one the strike where I opened my shop. That was 2023 actually. Yeah. So after that, I'm just like, basically after that relationship came
Mm-hmm.
out, that was last year July. I was just like, nah,
Don't want
anything
again.
relationship I no do, lovey
it
I
is. It
no
is
do,
over.
because, but it wasn't really like, oh, I was swearing off men or anything. Yes, I was really broken. No, I went through shit. And the funny thing was, I've also been somebody who, I don't really know how to share my personal life with people. My partner is my everything, right? It's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It's a good thing in the sense that when you are now building on that relationship, it helps the relationship grow naturally because, oh,
Exactly.
this is your person.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bad thing in the sense that when you now break up with that your person, you really don't get another person to go cry to. Do you
That's the
understand?
thing. You don't know what to
Yes, I
even
have
say.
friends, right? But Even my friends know that, see this girl, she will not talk about what she's going through until my friends used to call me hand guy, say, you guys probably 6 months after the thing has happened, you tell us. Sometimes it's not natural, it's just me, right? I like to deal with me things when, so I'm really hardly that person who I would call you and I'm crying on the phone, who I want to talk. My friends know that for something to reach like that, Jesus God. I don't think I've ever been in such a situation. Even this my relationship, yes, they knew when we broke up, but they literally didn't even know the details
Of what
or
happened.
what happened until like months after. I feel like before I even started talking about that relationship with anybody, it was like October, and that was with like my really close friends, say 2, 3 people at most. Till today, there are people that don't know shit, and that's me. I really, you cannot come and ask me, can you beat me? If I tell you, what it concern you? Do you
Yeah.
get? Right? Yes, some people got to know, but most of them were through him, right? People he started to tell one, two, three. But I just closed my ear, and I feel like the fact that I wasn't even in Benin, I really now channeled in the fact that okay, I was in Abuja at the time. So I genuinely just ran back to school to just go and clear my head and
Yeah.
just be out of the whole
So you
Benin
can heal
scene.
from it. Yeah.
Because to an extent, we had become so intertwined that even our work, he literally works a bit close to me. He lives close to my office. So there are some times genuinely that like even his gym is close to my office. You know? So like it was, yes, when you're in a relationship, it's sweet.
Yes.
It's sweet. But now if I'm broken up,
It's
you
not
find
a
out
whole
that
lot
see
for
this
you.
thing, no, no problem. Almost everywhere you're turning, you're reminded
Yeah,
of this one.
yeah.
You're going to this restaurant.
And it's
This is
not
your
easy.
spot. This is where we used to go to. This
Exactly.
ah.
It's not easy.
It was a lot. Thank God for my life, I make.
Interesting. Okay, so about your academy, how were you able to start that? Having people to sign up, knowing fully well that you were still schooling, the instructors, the chef instructors that you have, how were you able to build that and still create time for having students to come and learn how to cook? How were you able to create and build that?
Okay, for my academy, like I said, I genuinely left my house because I didn't really want to be bringing strangers all the way to my father's house. But for me, the academy actually grew on its own, even till now. Like I barely even push so much energy into the academy, but it just made me realize that people actually see what you're doing. People are watching you, no matter how. You see that show up, you're showing up every day. People are seeing it, and it's resonating within them. So to an extent, it almost became like, oh, you're thinking of somewhere to go and learn. Oh, there's this girl on my WhatsApp that's always posting this thing. So most times, a lot of my students come from referrals, either from people who have our number on WhatsApp or follow on Instagram. Even my academy page on Instagram, TikTok, I barely post. Like I barely. I'm sure my last post is probably 2 months ago. You get, even if I'm taking a new batch, I don't even post new
You handle
batch,
them
new
to
students.
yourself.
Well, previously I used to handle like my socials myself, social media manager and all of that. But recently I have like a whole PR team that handles my socials and
Amazing.
all of those things now. So, but I barely used to even push out when we are taking students because we'll find out that even before the next batch starts, it's
You already have,
full.
yes, people already
Exactly.
reaching out.
Because there were people that reached out, even when students are in class, they are taking pictures, they are posting. So people are seeing, they're asking, where is this place you are? So basically, the bulk of my students actually come from referrals. Bulk of them come
Amazing.
from referrals. And for my chef instructors, again, I feel like one of my biggest strong points in my business has always been the fact that I understand that I can't do it all. Right? Even with my burger brand, with the academy, with the consults, with all of the things I do, I understand that I can't do everything. And unless I don't want this business to grow, I have to be able to diversify. I have to be able to delegate. I have to be able to give people chance to prove themselves, right? There are people who can be just as good as you are. Even though I'm a perfectionist, so I like things being done my type of way. But I understand that because I cannot be everywhere at the same time, I cannot be doing everything myself.
Exactly.
I have to bring in people. So it led me to really understand team building, trying to bring together like minds, people that are as result oriented as I am. So people who they just have to get the job done, right? And I would reach out. There are some people that I see. So currently I have about 2 chef instructors that work in the academy with me, and then we also have like a business consultant that takes business classes and all of that.
Amazing.
So these are people who I encounter genuinely on my journey, and they put in the work. I won't lie. Shout out to Chef Sly and Chef Lima.
Shout out to you guys.
Yes, they put in the work, and these are also people who have their own personal brands as well. But just because of their intentionality with I basically just I was very intentional about building a team that would also be able to get the job done. So despite the fact that I was even away last year, the whole law school, the academy was still running. We're having classes every month as we normally do. So I give big ups to my teams every year. All my teams in all my different businesses. Everybody's doing the work because I won't lie, whether I'm around or not, a lot of things still happen.
Any struggle, like when you were about starting the academy, was there any struggle or challenges of being the only person at that point?
When I started my academy, I started the academy in 2022 when I opened my outlet. And I think for like the entire 2022, I was the only person taking the course. So imagine doing, I think it was a 1-month course I used to do then every month, back to back, every day, Monday to Thursday. I was the only teacher. I was even the one doing the business side. Okay, I think the business side, started with me, but I think it was just one class he used to take. So I still used to do like target audience, food costing myself and all of that. So every day, that was basically 2023. That I said I gave myself to my business that whole 1 year. I was the one doing the teaching every day. I think before I got chef instructors at the academy, that was like middle of 2023.
Okay.
Yes, before they came on board. I think because again, there was still that, would they be able to teach the way I do? Would they be able to do it the way
We're
I
also scared, like all those things.
There's one thing about me, I just always know how to let go and just let people
do your thing.
Give me a reason why I'm giving you this job. Prove to me why I should just do your thing, right? And so far so good. I would say that they've been doing an amazing job.
That's
recently
amazing.
I've even had to hands off over the academy entirely. The academy now has an admin. I'm just a main staff.
Oh, that's
I come in, I teach my classes and I run.
Yeah.
Because I swear I don't have that time again. I won't lie. But yes, because I know, like I said, I don't really want the fact that I'm not around all the time to be like a hindrance to these things. So I know that yes, this arm of my business can grow to a stage where it will be able to run without me. So if someone else would now be more dedicated to setting down structure in the academy, sourcing students, just give me the side you want. What do you need from me? You need finance, you need money. Okay, we need to do renovations, we need to do this, do that, get chairs, get this. No problem, I will fund all of that. But to say that I'm sitting down and I'm the one doing school heads,
everything, you can't.
Sorry. So I recently have handed that side to someone else. So the person is basically now in charge of putting together the different curriculum for the classes. We also have new classes that we want to introduce as well. Looking to also hire more chef instructors, and all of those things. So
like if people want to reach out, which handle, like what's the name on Instagram, TikTok?
So my different businesses have different names. I'm sorry.
Like for the academy.
So my academy is the Gourmet Academy. At the Gourmet Academy, it's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, it's on TikTok as well. Then the burger brand is Koi's Burger on everywhere.
It's everywhere,
Facebook,
even on the road.
TikTok, you see
I'm seeing it. Anytime I go out, I see it all the time.
Yeah, so Koi's Burger is Koi's Burger everywhere as well. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. Then the consult is Koi's Consult on Instagram majorly. I barely post there. I won't lie.
But now you want to take that seriously this year.
Yes.
Because definitely you're going to cash out.
I feel like the different sides of my businesses, like the academy is strong on its own now.
Nice.
The burger thing, I just opened an outlet. I've had to focus the last 2 months.
Where's the location so that
my outlet is along Ikiombarri,
okay,
number 7 Ikiombarri.
Guys, go there, go and patronize Koi. Avoga is one of the best. Like if at the major top burgers we have in Benin, Koi is Koi.
We have bragging rights.
Yes, so I won't lie. I've tasted it once, not twice. Even despite the fact that I'm not so much fan like that, but because of I think I had to like pick interest in eating burger. So guys, trust me, that one I can guarantee. My marketing does not lie. This one is a genuine one. So try and patronize her. She's a very good chef, like good burger chef. So that's amazing. So in the next 2 to 3 years, what are your plans? Where do you see yourself? What are those things you want to do and achieve?
Plans wise, I am a very big dreamer. That's one thing about me. I am somebody who, yes, I'm doing a lot currently, but I want to do so much more, right? There's one thing one of my friends used to say. See, I used to hustle as if I'm going back 500 million. And they're coming to drag me.
Don't be lying.
Because sometimes I swear, I will ask myself, like, oh, this is rush. Where am I listening to?
Yes, there
are literally sometimes that I'm out, and then my mom will just be like, "Who will see you now? We think that your family does not have money.
Money at
we
all.
think that you're the one feeding the house. You're literally the last born. You don't even have younger siblings that you say they're asking you for money. You don't have any responsibility.
Enjoy your money for yourself.
So you don't have any responsibility. So why all this hustle?" But for me, I feel like right now at this point, I have just been so much in the hustle that I don't even know anything besides the hustle. Like
being idle is not even your thing anymore.
I really don't know what. Like I would rather just not stay at home. Yeah, so there are some days where if I want to stay at home, I'll just stay at home and sleep the whole day. I don't joke with my Sundays. You will never see me outside on Sunday unless it's something very, very important. I just want to sleep, right? But aside that, say I just don't go to work today. It's very hard. Even if I'm not doing anything at the office, I just want to go and be there. Let me just sit down there. Right now my workers, they started driving me from this our office. Now they say, man, just go, man, go. Don't be around. Because initially, right, so before we even moved to the outlet currently, my business was such that with or without me, my workers are so good, they do it on their own, right? So coming to the outlet, I had to be on ground for like the first whole of June and all of that. So and then the new outlet is like, it's a really confined space. It's just a burger outlet. So it's not like before where we had production room, we had
and everybody will be stuffy
and all of those things. But right now, it's just all of us inside one small place. So I'm inside them in the production room. All their
so you can see everything.
We are seeing everything right now. Exactly. And they've gotten to now experience, like, right now, they work with me firsthand, such that they've seen me head the team. Like, even I traveled from my cultivar last week, and then I got back last week Thursday, and they were literally mocking. Let me not say they were mocking me, but they were trying to like recreate. Oh, how madam is after she's in the office.
So they make you
3 chicken burger. Where's my chicken fries? Where's my this one? It was very hilarious. I won't lie, right? Because that was really like the first time that they've seen me like be so active in production, heading the team, trying to get things
and coupled
done.
With the fact that you also added new things to the menu.
Exactly.
I saw some other things that
before previously we used to do just burgers, but then when we're moving to an outlet, we'll have people that wanted milkshake, people that wanted burger and fries,
yogurt, sub, all those things.
So we just had to add a lot of things. So on the menu we had a lot. So I knew that there was no way I could just leave it for them to handle. I basically had to be on ground for a while to be sure that, okay, they are able to do these things without me. So coming back, and now everybody, they're all for me, madam, no, we don't need you again.
Because they don't know it
so
now.
I'm like, okay, no problem. People don't see me in the office. Now, I just drive past. I will wave. They say, man, you're not coming to us. I say, me. People say people don't want to see me. No, I'm going to another place.
They're really trying. I think it's not easy. They're really trying. And it's good to know that you have good team, people that understand your work, people that understand your mind, people that know what you want to do and how you like doing it. Now, they're even game in the packaging. Even sometimes when you're not there, people that would definitely patronize, they'll just assume it's coming from Koi without knowing that, there's backbone. There are people behind you that is working back to back to make sure that you grow and they also grow. And that's very interesting. I think not every business people know this aspect of business life.
People want to do it themselves.
I just know it all. So
nobody can do it like me.
Exactly.
Personally, I really used to be like that. That's the truth. But let's be honest. How many can you do?
You cannot.
You are having a vision to grow. You have 5, 6, 7 outlets. Do you want to be everywhere?
Because very soon you get married. You have kids.
You see some branches. You see some businesses that have branches in different states. Doesn't mean that the owner is in all the different states.
Yeah.
That's just it. So understanding the structure right? You asked, oh, what's the plan going forward?
Exactly.
I have plans, right? I have plans to expand Koye's Burger even beyond Benin City. I
Okay.
have plans to take Koye's Burger to Lagos, to Abuja, to Port Harcourt. We are looking to expand. For me, I'm not even so keen about expanding to various parts of Benin. I want to go to other parts of Nigeria, not just Benin
Are you going to
City.
make it like a franchise where you also have?
Well, franchise maybe by the grace of God. If it happens, it happens. But franchise aside, yeah, I'm definitely looking towards moving Koye's Burger at least first. Okay, no, I will not call the first city because my PR manager.
Why do I feel like it's
But
Lagos?
by the
One
grace
man is
of
telling
God,
that, oh, is this Abuja that you
by
went
the grace of God, by
to?
next year, definitely Koye's Burger is going to be in another state. And then also for the academy, like I said, we're looking to add a lot of other courses, actually make it into a proper culinary school and all of those things.
Amazing.
And then by the grace of God, also looking at opening my own first restaurant. Yes. So my first
So finally now we
restaurant
can
is
have rice
coming
and
soon.
turkey.
Well, yeah, so my first restaurant is opening in about a month or 2 months time. It's called Atere.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so and
Atere,
also
that's a
next
nice name.
year I have another one in the works already to opening February next year by the grace of God, another restaurant. So like I said, there's a lot going on. I am trying to apply myself to various areas now while I'm still young so that I'll retire early.
Yes.
And I was just living life at that time.
No, I think we're actually proud of you. I like what you do. I see your work online everywhere. I see it everywhere. You understand? And I like the fact that you're big in what you want to do. I like the fact that you know where you're going to. You're very intentional about your growth, your business, the people, your family, including your family. And it's not really easy. Like you said, you're young and you're doing all of this. And sometimes it's be like, maybe there's one man behind that is just giving you the funds. Yes, you understand.
May I say, see, if I no, let me
That's why I even asked
may not
about your
say
car, because some
here.
persons might just feel like you have one big odogu from
Oh,
nowhere
wow.
that is just, but they won't
Please,
know
if I
that.
see, I will take
No, because
Because
I've already
I will not
established
even
a lot.
lie. I will not
You've
even
already
lie.
established a lot.
If I see Odogu that want to fund my dreams, no, but
Please,
the thing is-
odogu, come for her, or come for her. She
no, but the
needs
thing
it.
is, like, for now, I feel like my problems right now are not the problems of the average. So I tell some people my age sometimes and they don't even believe, right? Because I have hustled way beyond my age. So naturally, the problems I have are not the average problem of a 25-year-old.
Yeah,
You have some people that right now what they are thinking of is, oh, this hair I want to buy, or this
exactly.
thing that
The nails I
my
want to do, the
problem
place
don't
I
pass
want
all
to go.
those things. Right now, I'm looking at problems of how do I get 100 million for this next project I want to do. And we are
Wow.
calling these figures and people are like, Jesus, in this Tinubu, in this regime. But if I'm being very honest, by the time you have seen this money, you understand that Nigerian money no get value. That's the
Exactly.
truth. We're doing projects where you see 100 million, 200 million as budget.
I really want to say we're really proud of you. I like your work. I like what you do. I like the fact that you're putting your mind, your heart, and I like the fact that you have good people around you, your team, people that understand the nature of your job and they see how hardworking you are. It's not even easy being young, trying to jungle a lot of things. Some persons that don't even know you from afar might just feel like, oh, there's one big person out there that is your major sponsor, but they don't know it's been you and God. You understand? Yes, it's been you and God, and it's not just easy to do multiple things that are two different things. You're doing law, and definitely you go into it full time. It's not like after the law school you just want to abandon it.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, abandon it though, because that one lie. Anybody that wants to drag your food from you can defend yourself. but it's interesting to know that because law is an interesting career. Yes, it's an interesting career. Anybody that feels like law is boring, it's not. It's just that school time because of the dress code, the approach to it. But after then, once you're out and you want to pick it up, you find it like you see that it is an interesting career. And food, being a chef too, is also interesting. In fact, it's one of the major exercise. And I like the fact that you're doing it with your full time, your heart. You're enjoying it, and it's good to know. So, guys, in case you want to enroll in Koye's Government Academy, you can follow her up on Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, Facebook. Send them DM. They are these people. They are one of the best active people I've seen. That you send a message online, they will reply you. If it's some people,
Quite active 247.
they are very, I don't know how they do it, but trust me, because I'm a proof. I can tell you it has happened to me. So once you send a message, you don't want to know who's replying, but somebody is replying. They are very much active, and it's interesting to know that you people, for the social media aspect, you guys are also trying. You're doing your physical work and the one behind the scene and everything. So it's not really easy. I want you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rhythm Africa Podcast. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok. Send us a message, even on WhatsApp. We are always available and ready to reply you. And thank you for joining us on My Story with Kachi. See you next time. Bye. Mwah.